Hi everyone, my name is Madison Lejeune and I'm starting my senior year here at UTSA. I went here previously my sophomore year and the first half of my junior year, and then last semester I transferred to the University of Texas at San Antonio. I loved it there, but I'm really excited to be back here at UTSA and getting to know all of you guys through this class. I am going to graduate in spring, if all goes well, fingers crossed, with a degree in communication and a minor in business administration. I hope to, when I graduate, work in PR for a nonprofit organization. So my hero story starts in a really small town about 3.5 hours north of here called Hillsboro, Texas. I went there my freshman year on a scholarship for softball. I had never really given what I wanted to do for a living really that much thought before I had gone into college, and I didn't want to be undeclared my freshman year. So when I was talking to my parents, they had mentioned to me that you can do a lot with a business degree, and they weren't necessarily telling me that's what I should do, but they were kind of pushing me down that path, like, oh, you should really go for business. So that's what I did. I was a business major my freshman year, and I was taking basic courses like English and history, but I was also taking business-related courses like accounting and finance, things like that. And they were okay. I was doing okay in them, but it wasn't anything that necessarily really felt like it called to me. In one of my basic classes, my history class, I had a teacher, Mr. Abbott, and he offered extra credit for those who would go and volunteer at a local animal shelter we had in Hillsboro. And one day we took a test and I wasn't feeling too great about how I performed on it, so I figured why not go for a couple hours and volunteer, walk some dogs, pet some cats, and get a grade higher on my test. So I went to the animal shelter, and it wasn't necessarily what I expected. Like, we had to wash dogs and clean up messes they made, and it wasn't all glamorous, but I did have a really good time. And up until then, I had really struggled finding something that I was passionate about and that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. And when I was at the animal shelter and kind of getting to interact with these dogs that haven't had the best life, and getting to see people who would come in looking kind of down and finding these animals and being so happy in that, that's kind of where I found my passion. So after that, I didn't do it that year, but my next year, my sophomore year, I went ahead and changed my major to communication just because I felt like I could do something I was more passionate about, which is helping those in need, whether that be people or animals, just bringing joy to people when they otherwise wouldn't find it, I guess. So like I said, I'm majoring in communications, and that is so I am able to become a personal relations representative and work with these nonprofit organizations. So I kind of get to be like a business professional, like my parents want me to be, and get to do something I love, which is bringing people happiness. So my top 3 goals for this class are to, 1, show a good amount of self-discipline, since it is kind of self-paced and there's a lot of work that you have to get done at a certain time. I don't want to slack and fall behind. My second one is to become more comfortable talking on camera. As you can tell, I'm not too good at it, but I see we have a couple of videos like this, so hopefully I get better as the year progresses. And lastly, I want to learn skills that I can implement in my professional life. So thank you guys so much for watching and learning a little bit about me. I can't wait to learn about y'all, and good luck this semester.